Hey guys, welcome back to County Tech View channel, and today we'll be going over chapter 4 with beginning programming with Python for Dummies by John Paul Muller. So the first exercise that they show you here is the define function, the define keyword. And the define keyword is used to define a function. When you use the define keyword, you're essentially creating a block of reusable code that performs a specific task. So then once you call on the specific function by its name, whenever you need, it'll execute that task. So as you can see here, I'm using the add something, and then I'm putting the two values, value 1 and value 2. We're then going to return this math equation by putting in the values of each of value 1 and value 2. So when I print it out, I'll put what is the value of value 1, and then also what is the value of value 2. And then once I run this command, as I'm running it here, let's see what happens. All right, so here it goes. I have to debug this. So debugging is the process of finding errors in your code. As you can see, it is telling me the error message. I did not put the semicolon next to the value 1 and value 2. You want to make sure you have the semicolon added. And this is a great feature added in Google Colab. And as you can see, with value 1 plus value 2, you're getting a return value of 3. Another important thing that they want to show within this chapter is creating headings. So as you can see here, the hashtag shows the level of like the heading. You have your parent heading and your child heading. The single hashtag will be the parent heading, and then as you can see here, the double hashtag is the child heading when it comes to lining up your documentation. So as you can see, it's indented here. The child heading is directly under the parent heading, and this is more along the lines for just getting all the information properly set up when you're doing like headings, and then like you said, subheadings. It's all just for lining up your information and just keeping everything nice and neat within Google Colab, but also commenting as well. Commenting is just for leaving notes for whoever's coming after you, or just for yourself. You can use comments. They're also used with hashtags on both sides, just for you to get notes for later on to see if you need to fix up something or add something or modify anything. So as you see here now, I am doing the name function. So this is considered a data entry method, which lets a user enter a value that a program can use as input. So we're putting the name here, and the input will be like, what is the name of my channel? So I'm going to do a print and return that information. As you can see here, the F is for the function. So we're calling on the function of input. And then once I run this function, I'll put in the input of my channel, and then it'll display the information after the fact. Okay, and there you have it. That's the name of the channel. It's taking the input, and then you'll see the return information. Another thing that they talk about here in this chapter is just the importance of IDE. So even though Google Colab has some IDE features, it is not considered an IDE. Google Colab is pretty much used for like data science, machine learning, and educational tasks, as you see what I'm doing here, but it lacks many advanced features of like the desktop IDE. So while people can say you can develop code in Colab, it'll be like accurate to describe it as a powerful interactive notebook compared to your traditional IDEs. As you've seen over there on the right hand side, that was the history tab. The history tab lets you see all the codes that you have ran, and also the error messages that did show where you were running your code. Now, last but not least, we're just going to want to go through the print command and just show the concatenation. So with the concatenation, you want to use the plus symbol. So as you see here, I'm just making sure I'm adding my double quotation marks. And then once you add the plus sign, you want to add the double quotation marks again. And then with the plus sign, it just takes both of the words or both of the sentences you have within the quotation marks and adds them together. But then also we're going to do the tab key to make sure that they're aligned one on top of each other. This is called the automatic indentation. So this is like the last exercise they show you in a chapter. Stay tuned for chapter 6 and 7. Chapter 5 just goes over something that's not really used in a real world coding environment called it's called the magic command. So I'm not really going to be describing that, but I will talk about other information. Thank you and have a nice day.